Here's a video of a Muslim trying to defend Islamism and Prophet Muhammad and yet refusing or trying to deny that marriage to a 9-year-old or an underage child is a good thing in this age. It's quite an interesting debate. Let's just watch it.
I'm asking you, is it okay ever to marry?
How is that? Now you're saying ever. Now you're looking at the whole thing.
Is it ever
From the
okay?
beginning of the world.
Is it ever okay?
What,
Is it good practice? Is it encourageable? Would you do it?
I can't answer that. How am I going to answer
Alrighty.
that? How am I going to
I
answer
say
that
it's
in the
wrong.
beginning? Because laws were different back then.
I say it's wrong.
That's fine. But I'm
Right?
telling you, laws were
So
different back then.
I, for example, will not
What's the law
encourage
for girls to get
it.
married in this country?
I will not encourage it.
Okay, what's the
right?
law in this
Okay,
country?
so when you're
Someone's asking me
when you're
something.
factoring the age of marriage into law, right? We at least consider the opinion of health professionals. No health professional will tell you that at the beginning of puberty, for either a boy or a girl, that is a good idea for them to get married. Why? Because they're embarking on a 10+ year development cycle that will then end in their 20s. So nobody will tell you to get married at the beginning of a cycle.
Like I said, man, you're taking this thing to another thing. I'm telling you, you don't know how.
What do you want me to say? Okay, now,
Okay, wait. What's the law in this country?
to delve very quickly into Islam, right? So you're telling me, I don't know. Wait, one second. You mean just now? You said I don't know what it was like back then. Okay, fine. Let us say, for brevity's sake, that every single person back then married 8-year-olds. If Muhammad is the prophet of Allah, why is he joining them in their bad behavior?
Okay, so now what's the question? Now you're saying if they all get married 2 years old, would that be okay?
No, my question is, if everyone was doing it back then, but it's not encourageable today because we know it is wrong and dangerous for the girl or the boy to do that, if they were all doing it and acting immorally in that time period, why would Muhammad join them?
Why would he join them? If
Acting immorally.
Yeah, but again, you're doing that thing where you're comparing the time.
Muhammad
back
is
then
supposed
and
to
now.
be
You're doing that thing
the
again.
best example for the Ummah for all
He is,
time,
he is.
including today.
He is, but you're doing that thing. You're going back 1400 years ago, 1500 years ago. You're comparing.
The Quran tells me to do so.
9 years old, 9 years old. Where are you from? Are you from UK, man? Have you seen people in other countries? Have girls in other countries?
It's not good, it's bad.
Be quiet.
It's bad.
Honestly,
It's bad. It's bad.
You should look at a 9 years old in another country, in a third world country, is mature than a girl.
No, wait. Wait a second. Wait a second.
That's a very good and fair question. Why should he join them? That's a very good and fair question. Oh, I knew it. I knew this is going to come down to them saying it was something that happened in the past. It shouldn't, it's not accepted. You see, oh boy, he's just denying the fact that Mohammed, he's just denying the fact that it's not right to get married to a child under maturity in this present age. He's just denying the fact because medically he's wrong. You see, a lot of Muslims talk about Muhammad's marriage to Aisha as though it's normal. But you ask them that, can you give your own child out in marriage to someone who is, let's say, 50 and your child is just 6 years old, 9 years old? Can you do that? Can you really, as a father, give out your daughter who is just 9 years old to someone who is 50 or is 57 or 60 years old? Can you do that? When you ask this question to a lot of Muslims, the honest truth in their heart is they cannot do it, but they'll never admit to you that they can't, because it's going to be a public embarrassment to them. You see, this proves that they don't even trust their prophet the way the thing they do. Now, this brother in this video says, for argument's sake, let us agree that people that time used to get married to 2 years old and it was wrong, morally wrong. It doesn't matter if it was a law at that time, but morally it was wrong. If they used to do it, it was morally wrong. Why should Prophet Muhammad, who was a messenger of Allah, who was a messenger from God himself, join them in their immorality, join them in their wrongdoings? And the brother didn't have an answer for it. I think this is a very good question. The brother didn't have an answer for it. Please leave in your comment in the comment section your thoughts. Be nice. Well, if you still want to go ahead to insult, you can go ahead and insult, because most Muslims, the ones that are ignorant, that's what they're best at doing. That's what they're good at doing. So you can go into the comment section and insult as you want. Nobody's gonna read it because you're just being unreasonable. This is are the facts about your religion. Accept they are wrong. The religion is not. It's not as good as you think. It's not. For argument's sake, the people we're getting married to, children under maturity at that time, why would Prophet Muhammad, a messenger of Allah, do it? And they'll say Allah permitted it. Oh, then that tells me the Allah of the Islam is not the Allah of Christianity. It still proves that point because I keep saying it. No, 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 no. The God of Islam is not the God of Christianity. We know two different gods. So we don't know who you're worshiping. Ciao.